What is going on, everybody? Welcome to this very unique video. Today, we're doing something different. We got a Screen Rant article here. Every major Marvel Cinematic Universe villain ranked from weakest to strongest. We have not read through the list yet, but we know it's terrible because we went through the we went through the entire ranking they had for the heroes, but that video ended up being an hour long, so we're going to publish that privately. And if you guys are interested in seeing our reaction to that list, it's really funny. You can join our Discord, and we will give you the link to view that privately. But this one, we're posting publicly for all of you to see. Today, I have with me my partner in crime, Nick Isolde.
Hello.
So, yeah, I mean, it's pretty straightforward. They ranked everybody from weakest to strongest. We're going to take a look at the list and, laugh at it probably. So
Yes.
let's get into it.
Based off the last list, there's no way that this one has any chance of being
All right, so number 20, we have the Mandarin / Trevor Slattery. This is probably
okay,
accurate.
so he's clearly the strong... No, I'm kidding.
I mean,
fair. Yeah, okay,
I wouldn't even count him as a villain, so whatever. He's here at number 20. Then we got your boy Sonny Birch. Probably also accurate.
I gotta say, maybe Mandarin has more resources. I'm kidding.
Maybe Trevor could take this guy.
If I'm arrested, there are a few people I'd like to roll on immediately.
All right, so here we have Alexander Pierce, Captain America: The Winter Soldier. I mean, what are you going to rank from weakest to strongest? I mean, the guy was pretty influential and almost took down S.H.I.E.L.D., from the inside. That's pretty powerful, but I mean, if you're just talking strength, he's down here.
Yeah, I think these bottom tier ones are meant to just fill out the list, so they
just
have a little bit more
on the list. Yeah, I agree. All right,
let's have a list.
Yeah. Okay, here we got number 17. So this is like the first guy with actual powers on here. He went toe to toe with Iron Man. Like his hot powers are pretty strong. I mean, you can cut through Iron Man armor and stuff like that. So
yeah, I don't think that this guy would. I don't think. All right, I don't know what the rest of the list looks like, but in terms of Iron Man villains, he's definitely the strongest. He would easily beat Whiplash, Obadiah Stane, or even the enhanced version of Whiplash when he has the Iron Man armor. Personally, I think the only reason that Iron Man beat him is because he's Iron Man. He has to win. But I think that Aldrich Killian probably beats those guys easy.
Yeah, I'm going to agree with you. So Aldrich Killian coming in at, we'll call this last because, come on, let's be honest, the other guys didn't really count.
Ceremonial last.
Yes. So Aldrich Killian last, and then we have Whiplash. We just talked about it. Whiplash he's not that real.
I want my Boyd.
My Boyd. I mean, he's kind of cool, I guess. He went up against some of the weakest Iron Man armor ever. But I mean, Aldrich Killian was going up against 50 Iron Man armors and was holding his own. So I don't understand why Whiplash is here.
Because Aldrich is above Whiplash.
All right, so that's an easy one. Whiplash in the wrong spot.
That's also
what?
What in the? All right, guys, so this is the end of the video. We don't need to go any farther. Dormammu at number 15 is the most embarrassing ranking. I would have thought that he would have been number 1 or number 2. The fact that he's at 15 means that who wrote this? Let's belittle that person. I'd like to belittle them by name, if at all possible.
Oh yeah, sure. So let's find out the name of this person, Chris Ladani.
Listen, Ladani, okay? LaDonda.
I'm sorry I screamed, everyone, but it was just an emotional reaction.
All right, can we skip past this because there's no point?
No. We have to talk about Dormammu, who is a multiverse powerful being. He literally destroys dimensions. The only reason he didn't even lose. He didn't lose. He got so frustrated with Doctor Strange that he was like, I'll come back another time. Yeah. But they beat him with the most convenient thing of all. He literally eats dimensions.
Hold on. Let's put it this way. Without the Time Stone, there's no possible being in the Marvel Cinematic Universe that could beat Dormammu. It's just
Thanos couldn't beat him because the Infinity Gauntlet doesn't work outside of the dimension that Earth exists in. So once Thanos went into the Dark Dimension, he would have died.
Exactly.
I guess he could use
Dormammu's multiversal in the sense that he could have entered our universe, had it not been for the barriers put in place by Doctor Strange, he would have taken over Earth. And that's the only thing that's stopping him from destroying our dimension. But the fact of the matter is he's destroyed every other dimension. So
yeah,
Dormammu is one of the most insanely overpowered villains that there is. This entire list is invalidated, and we've only got to number 15.
So Dormammu, a character that is going to absorb all of the infinite realities and dimensions that exist in the multiverse into the dark dimension, could probably beat Whiplash. That's
just barely beats.
Just barely edged out Whiplash.
He's imagine Whiplash flies in and is like, Dormammu, I want my boy.
All right, so I just want to read the reasoning here. Dormammu is defeated due to his inability to foresee Strange's use of the Time Stone, leaving him stuck in a never-ending time loop. Dormammu realizes he has been mentally defeated and gives up on his plan. If someone with Dormammu's power was able to overcome Strange's magic, the world would be in serious trouble. However, due to his plan being foiled so easily, he's not a very strong villain. All right, this is the best.
Cool.
Okay,
cool beans. I don't know if you know.
Stain could beat Dormammu.
All right, so he's like, listen, Dormammu built this in a cave out of scraps. Get the fuck out of here, dude.
And again, we think Ironmonger probably loses to Aldrich Killian, but I don't know. He probably loses to Whiplash in the second suit because
let's be honest here. Like Iron Man, any version of Iron Man beats every version of these villains. Aldrich Killian beats every version of Iron Man until the point that Iron Man has the experience that he has in Iron Man 3. Like, Obadiah Stane is well below Dormammu. Well below Dormammu. He's well below, below
Obadiah Stane solos Dormammu. What are you talking about, dude?
God damn. It's true. Okay, so it's Obadiah. Okay, so why isn't he at number 1 then?
Because everybody else also one-shots Dormammu, except for Whiplash, who barely gets edged out. I'm so happy we're doing this. Okay.
Yeah. This one is way better in terms of...
It's already better than the Heroes one, so...
Okay, Darren Cross is number 13, Yellow Jacket. Okay, so I think that this is one of those things that is because Darren Cross only has one appearance, like most villains, he's going to be relatively lower in the list. I agree that he could beat everybody on this list minus Dormammu up until now.
Yeah.
I still think that
he probably beats a lot of people that we're going to see later, but
yeah, because of the fact that the Ant-Man technology and the fact that he has the more advanced suit is that's going to be debatable. But we'll see what's on the rest of this list.
But he definitely solos Dormammu. All right. So here we have Abomination.
Holy shit, he's really low.
Yeah, he seems low, but there's a lot of strong villains.
That's true.
We're at number 12. We're getting kind of up there.
Yeah.
But no doubt he defeats everybody below him, especially Dormammu, who he one-shots.
Remember
he's got spikes in his elbows. Dormammu doesn't. So
Abomination is a combination of the super soldier serum in the MCU and the Hulk's gamma radiation that helps him. So he's a very physically powerful being. He's able to pretty much body the vast majority of physical Marvel, or at least physically powerful Marvel heroes. Second only to like Hulk and a couple other, characters that have become extremely powerful over time. But I'm really interested to see what's above him because the freaking Abomination is so strong. We just haven't seen anything from him. So we know that he's in the raft, but we don't know.
His reaction time is like kind of ridiculous too. He gets shot at by like a rocket launcher at like 20 feet with his back turned and his back is turned and he just like snatches it out of the air. So Abomination's really strong. I think he's probably a little too low, but I agree he beats everybody below him.
Yeah, we'll see who's above him.
Malekith?
Are you kidding me? Are we talking about Malekith with the ether, or are we talking about base level Malekith?
Let's see. Malekith's Reign of Terror against Yeah. So there's with the ether, he's definitely one of the most powerful villains in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. He was planning to shroud the entire 9 realms in darkness, effectively ending them, which would put him at like at least planet level.
In terms of without the ether, though, which let's say Malekith doesn't have for 99% of the time that he's shown ever in the MCU, Abomination destroys him.
Yeah.
I think that he probably loses in a fight to almost everybody on this list, except for Dormammu, because Dormammu's so weak.
Yeah, he's
Dormammu has no abilities. Yeah.
With the Aether, he beats Abomination. Without it, he loses, but he beats everybody else below him. So
yeah, agreed.
Pretty accurate. Ronan the Accuser, hold up, way too low, I think.
I don't know. We'll see who's above him. Ronan's very physically durable. He tanks the shot from the Hadron Collider, whatever it's
Hadron Enforcer.
Hadron Enforcer. Hadron Collider is what we have built here on this planet. But Rocket builds that gun. That's it, capable of blowing up moons. When he has the Power Stone, he tanks that. So that's an incredibly powerful feat. Mm-hmm. He's very physically dominant.
Drax casually destroys him.
Yeah.
With the Power Stone, is able to just destroy the entire blockade on Xandar. Obviously, he's a planet level being with the Power Stone. So
I'm gonna be honest. I think that Ronan is stronger than everybody on this list so far, with the exception of Dormammu, and I don't know how we could possibly say that Abomination isn't at least as strong as the Ronan the Accuser, considering Abomination and Hulk are relatively close to the same level of power.
I don't think either of them could tank a moon, though. So
yeah, but then again, Ronan had the Power Stone when he did that. So
yeah. All right, Ronan the Accuser at number 10, definitely again stronger than everybody below him besides Dormammu. Okay.
Yeah.
What is this list? Adrian Toomes? What?
This is weird. How are you going to have Adrian Toomes above some of these? You're telling me that in a 1v1 battle, Adrian Toomes solos Dormammu.
Adrian Toomes is below everybody except for these three.
Yeah, I think that Adrian Toomes is probably the lowest. The Vulture suit is great. More power to him. He was a great villain in the context of Homecoming, but he is absolute trash compared to everyone else on this list so far.
I'm just reading this paragraph here to see what it is.
Is there something about Bizarro World where we just make shit up?
A strong villain can be measured in several ways. Physically strong that no one can oppose them, or is the villain most intelligent that can outwit its heroes? Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, shut up.
Yeah, this is
even if we're going on outsmarting ability, Adrian Toomes is lower than Alexander Pierce. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Get out of here. He's like a street level thug boss.
Aldrich Killian definitely bodies
Vulture in terms of brains. And if we're not going off of brains, then Ronan's a big idiot. He should be last.
I don't know. Ronan is a leader. He's a commander.
I guess, but he doesn't do anything smart.
He's hundreds of years old as well, so it's one of those things.
All right, so Adrian Toomes solos Ronan and Malekith.
What I just saw pissed me off. Go down. Ultron? Are you fucking kidding me, dude? Ultron is so powerful. He's made out of vibranium. He has the entire internet at his hands.
Ultron's really, really strong. Really, really strong, but I don't think he's above Ronan.
Absolutely, he's above Ronan.
Not Ronan with the Power Stone. There's a 0% chance. No way. There's no way. Power Stone one-shots him. Are you kidding?
With the Power Stone, yes.
Yeah, but with the Power Stone, Ronan's stronger for sure.
But Ultron
is stronger, yeah.
Without that, Ultron kills everybody in this list easy. He is made out of vibranium. Mm-hmm. So it's hard to say that he loses to anybody on this list so far. Okay.
Yeah, I agree. All right.
Get the fuck out of here. Red Skull's above Ultron? Are you fucking kidding me? So here's a problem. Red Skull is not as physically strong as Captain America or the vast majority of anybody on this list. His intellect is very high, but I don't think that he beats Ultron. He definitely doesn't beat Ronan. He definitely doesn't beat Dormammu. He definitely doesn't beat Aldrich Killian in 1v1 fight. I think that
you're right. He doesn't beat Aldrich.
I think
he probably
that realistically
doesn't even beat Adrian Toomes.
Yeah, yeah. I just don't see anybody on this list with the exception of the unpowered people that Red Skull can beat. And don't get me wrong, Red Skull is an amazing character in the comic books. He's one of my favorite comic book characters of all time. But in the MCU, there's simply no feats to back up what we're talking about right now. There's no reason he should be at number 7.
Bro, even with the Space Stone, he's not cracking anything. He doesn't know how to use it.
He has no idea how to use it. The only time he ever touches it, his ass gets transported to Vormir, and then he lives there as a specter for 1,000 years. Or
so, I mean, years. Whatever Screen Rant is trying to label this list as, the title of the article is every major MCU villain ranked from weakest to strongest. So in my mind, that's like strength level. But even just going off of brains, Red Skull's not even close to the smartest villain, and like he's way like he's not dumb, but he's,
I mean, if we're playing, even if we're playing by different rules, like weakest to strongest implies certain things. But if you take certain liberties and say, okay, maybe they're not the most physically strong, but they have this adapted, augmented.
They have magic powers or something.
They have something that allows them, or they're extremely skilled as a tacticianer or something of that nature. Yeah, I get it. But Johann Schmidt isn't any of those things. He loses to Captain America in 1940 when people still had polio. Like, sorry, bud. You're well below.
I don't know when polio was cured, but
mid-19.
All right, we have Ego at number 6, which this is one of those things where, okay, Ego's definitely more powerful than everybody below him, but I need to see who's above him, right?
Yeah,
it's one of those things.
It's hard to say because he's at least planet level because he is planet. So who knows?
I think Ronan probably beats him.
Can we at least admit that Ego's number 1 in terms of beard game?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. But I think maybe, like I said, maybe Ultron could have a chance of beating him. I don't know that there's anything Ego has power-wise to destroy vibranium, but it's possible, I guess. I think Ultron, if Ultron was on Ego's planet, he might be able to beat him, and so could Ronan with the Power Stone. But
yeah, it's weird.
I need to see who's above Ego. Hela, okay. Hela number 5, way too low. I was anticipating her being like number.
Yeah, I thought she'd be at least.
Maybe.
I thought
if they have Surtur on the list, she's definitely weaker than him. If they have Thanos on the list, she's definitely weaker than him.
Yeah, I don't know of anybody else.
She's low.
Yeah, that's low. Hela's incredibly strong. She's basically the Superman of Asgard. As long as Asgard exists, she has unlimited power. You'd have to be able to destroy Asgard in order to be able to defeat Hela. And then
also you'd have to also find out that that's her weakness, which is not. You're never going to figure out.
That's not public
Odin
information.
Odin is the only one that knows that, and he tells it to Thor, which is why Thor is like, all right, Surtur has to destroy Asgard or she's going to kill everyone.
Yeah, and Surtur is basically a mythological death machine that comes in, has one piece of valuable content in all of the MCU, and that's to destroy Hela and all of Asgard. And Asgard's not a small or defenseless place, so Hela's a very powerful being. I think that she beats everybody on this list so far easily.
Except for Dormammu.
Yeah, you're right, except for Dormammu. The fact that I keep forgetting about Dormammu, the fact that they put him so low is so fucking stupid. It's insane.
Yeah. All right. So here we have Zemo.
What?
And
Sorry.
We're running into the issue where this list is so inconsistent by the own rules that they're trying to play. Yeah, he's probably one of the smartest villains that we've ever seen, but he's definitely not one of the strongest villains that we've ever seen. Are you talking about like
screaming what into the microphone? I'm sorry, I apologize, but that's how you know that this video is genuine. The fact that you have Helmut Zemo on this list at number 4, did he do a great job of strategizing a bunch of people fighting each other? Yes. He would get his ass kicked by every single person on this list, with the exception of Trevor Slattery.
And even
Adrian.
Then, it might be close. No.
Yeah. But I mean, yes, he was a commando. He's a very bright person, but putting him anywhere above any of the super powered beings on this list is stupid. It's not only is it dumb. It's just one of those things that screams that you put him this high on this list because you wanted to get clicks and you wanted to get a bunch of people to do stuff like we're doing right now. So I guess you win. You win, LaFonda, or whatever your name was.
All right, so let's take a look at the reasoning. Strength does not always mean physical strength, which is evidenced by Helmut Zemo. Despite only being human, he gains the rank of one of the Avengers' most formidable opponents. I don't know about that not one, really. But sure. No. He does not require magic or the strength of others on the list. He was able to cause damage with only his intellect. With prep time, Helmut Zemo solos Dormammu. With prep time. Yeah. Son, he's the Batman of this universe. All right, Loki, definitely not more powerful than Hela, Ego, Ultron, Ronan, or Dormammu, or even Abomination. So why is he so high in the list? The world may never know.
Yeah, so look, Loki has great intellectual feats in terms of the MCU, but almost every plan that he's ever been able to concoct has been completely dismantled by his self-proclaimed half-wit brother. Like, Thor is not the smartest person in the MCU, but Loki always loses to Thor. And Loki, maybe the god of mischief, and I think that Tom Hiddleston plays him excellently. The character of Loki in comics is very interesting, but he immediately gets bodied by every person that you just listed on here. And there's nothing in this body of text that tells me anything other than he's a popular character, so let's put him up here.
Yeah, let's put him high. So this is what makes him stronger than the average villain. He's impossible to detect, except in Ragnarok. Thor exactly predicts what he's going to do when he tries to betray him, and he zaps the shit out of him. So, there you go.
Yep. All right. And let's not forget that if he's so impossible to predict, how come Thanos didn't get stabbed in the neck by him and then immediately broke his neck and killed him? Like, he's very easy to predict. If you know that somebody is always going to do the thing that you don't want them to do, they become very predictable. So
there you go. Loki at number 3. All right. See, now this is just the list is just inconsistent and terrible.
It's very inconsistent and having Eric Killmonger is a great villain. I enjoyed seeing him in the film. He gets killed by Ultron. He gets killed by Dormammu. He gets killed by Abomination. Like,
you can't make a list called weakest to strongest when the actual list is your least favorite to your favorite. Like,
exactly. That's what it is. These characters are not physically or even mentally as powerful as some of the other ones on this list. Eric Killmonger versus Dormammu.
Eric Killmonger one shots, bro. Are you kidding me?
Like, it's just so silly. Like, even saying that Killmonger would be able to beat Loki is a bit ridiculous, in the sense that Loki is a fucking frost giant. Like, he would punch Killmonger and kill him in one hit. That's the end of Killmonger forever. And I'm fairly confident that Loki is a far better tactician and far better villain than Killmonger is.
Yeah, and Killmonger was able to get through 2 phases of his plan, but he ultimately doesn't even get close to unleashing the chaos that he wanted to. So it's he didn't even make it out of Wakanda. Nobody knows who he is. How great was he really?
Exactly.
So. Zemo should be ahead of him in terms of planning and actually getting close to accomplishing your goal.
Yeah, because Zemo technically won. He got part of what he wanted done. He got the Avengers to break up. He proved his point. Killmonger didn't even get. He had Wakanda for a hot weekend. That was it.
Yeah. So
he probably got drunk the first night, and the second night he was like, "Oh shit, Black Panther's coming back. All right, I'm done.
Let's hope that they at least got number 1 right. All right, Thanos.
Yeah, Thanos is definitely number 1.
Except he's not, because Dormammu is, but whatever.
Well, yeah. I think technically you're probably right, because if Dormammu was in our dimension, the power of the Infinity Gauntlet would probably be able to stop him if fully realized, but in any other dimension, Dormammu's stronger. Mm-hmm. So if Dormammu transported him to another dimension, again, this is a lot of weird headcanon that we're warping around here, but Dormammu's by far the strongest.
Technically, Thanos could use the same trick that Doctor Strange did if he was able to think of it. I don't know that Thanos is very, very smart. I don't know that he would think of that off the top of his head, because he doesn't know what Dormammu is at all. So I'm pretty sure Dormammu would just eat him, and that would be the end of it. But yeah. You can make an argument that Thanos is number 1, but Killmonger at 2. This is the worst list I've ever read in my entire life. So if you're gonna name it ranked from weakest to strongest, then actually have them ranked from weakest to strongest. And even if they were ranked from weakest to strongest, I don't know that you would have got it right, to be honest with you, Chris Laladon.
No, it's you have to do a little bit better job of explaining your criteria than in like 2 paragraphs and then immediately discounting your own criteria throughout the entire list in order to rank something. That's like, this is the power of the internet at work. If we were to post something like this, our channel would self-destruct. People just wouldn't take us seriously anymore. But the fact of the matter is that somebody at Screen Rant saw this and went, okay, I agree. I agree with what you're saying here. Like, did they have a meeting where they sat around and thought about this, or do you just get to publish whatever the fuck you feel like publishing at Screenland? Because this doesn't make any sense. I feel like what happened is exactly what you said. Let's take the most popular villains and rank them from most popular to least popular. In that case, I think that you're probably close.
Yeah, but, and then they just used a clickbait title to make you think that it is actually a legitimate list. But it was funny nonetheless. The Dormammu under Obadiah Stane is the best.
Yeah.
It's just the best. So, all right, guys. Thanks for checking out this video. Again, if you want to see the one that we did for their heroes list, which is just as funny.
It's actually way worse. It's a bit longer, but it's actually worse.
It's like an hour of us just ripping on their list. Because I think in that list, they legitimately tried to make it like from weakest to strongest in terms of power and not like try and weasel their way around like, Killmonger's number 2 because he's pretty Michael B. Jordan, you know. But yeah, if you guys want to check that out, join the Discord. The link for that will be in the description and also in the comments. Remember to like and subscribe. It does really, 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 really help us out. Also follow us on Twitter at KeyIssuesCast. And remember the motto:
comics over everything.
Bye.